Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. After Skies Above Britain was a pretty firm flop this morning, we're going to take a break and play something smaller as we play the Guild of Merchant Explorers by AEG. We're trying to fill in our map and get coins for it. So we are exploring the map of Avenia once again, the starter world. Let's go through our goals and then we'll jump right in. So our goal this time is to discover a village on a region of 5 spaces or larger. 10 coins if we do it first, 5 coins if we have to do it later. Then our second goal, place 2 discovery towers. 10 coins doing it first, 5 coins for doing it later. And finally, explore 3 ruined spaces along the border of the map. 10 coins and 5 again. Let me just refresh my memory on how towers and how the towers go out when you explore using any explore action. Okay. So we need to place 2 towers, and looks like they're toward the edges of the map. Okay. We're starting from the village, so let's jump in with our first exploration. First up, we've got Era 1 already. That, I believe, means we get one of our powers. I'm just going to double check. Yep, draw 2 investigate. Actually, draw 2 investigates. So one of these, and that's our Era 1 power. All right, so we got to look at these 2. First choice we have is explore a continuous path of up to 5 desert and or sea spaces, or explore up to 5 sea spaces. I think I'd rather have the versatility of adding desert spaces to my repertoire. So that is my Act 1 power. Where does that go? So place the card you chose in the position on the left side of the map matching the current era, and then we get to take that action. So 5 desert and or sea spaces. Let's go. So we get 5 of these. Let's go with... there's another desert out there, so if I can potentially get over here, I might be able to achieve that desert goal early. So let's go 1, 2, actually 3, 4, 5. We'll do it like that. And that's our Era 1. Next card up is exploring 3 more sea spaces. So I think with that, we are going to go... Actually, we do have an option as well where I could head for this tower all the way up here, which is a tempting idea, because we do need 2 of those. We do need 2 of those for the tower goal. What else do we get? Each time you place a tower. Our wild terrain spaces that you can explore using any action. When you explore a discovery space, return the explorer to your supply and place a discovery tower. Each time you place a tower, earn coins equal to the value shown in the score area based on how many discovery spaces. Okay, I thought that was based on the era. So with 3 sea spaces, I think we will go... We could also go down toward this shipwreck, but I think the better idea is to go up toward the tower. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then our next exploration is a mountain space, which I think will go right here to take a coin. Then our next explore space is 2 grasslands. So for that, we are going to go... Actually, with grasslands, we could take the tower... Well, could we take the tower now? But you can explore using any action. Actually, yes, we could. So we'll go 1, 2 with that. We'll take the tower now. Which that goes here, and because that's our first tower, we get 6 coins. Next explore action is 2 deserts. So we'll set up 1, 2, which will give me another coin. And then the last one, explore any 2 adjacent spaces. Must be adjacent. Okay, so they've got to be from the first explorer. So our last action here is our wild explorer. So here we're going to go 1, 2, which will give me another coin. But more importantly, it will give me, I've got an exploration of 5 in the desert here. So I do get to put a village down in a blank space. So I'm going to take all of these explorers off, well, one of them off. And I think we're going to put the village down here. So I'm going to put the village down in that space. And then that is the end of the era, which also achieves the goal on discover a village on a region of 5 spaces or larger. That is a 5-space region, so I get 10 coins for that. And how do I mark when I've achieved a goal? Okay. Place an explorer on the card. Okay. So that means I've completed that goal. Now that we're at the end of the era, we remove all the explorers back to the supply. And, right. Leave any villages, trading posts, treasure tokens, yada yada yada. Okay, at the start of the era, add the era 2 card to shuffle those in. To shuffle that in. Okay, is this over? This is over 4 eras, I think. Yep. Okay. So yeah, that was actually a pretty good start to the game where we managed to put a village all the way out here. So now we've got options if we want to start working on making some trading posts. But let's see what we can do here. I'm just doing the shuffling off camera of the Explore deck. Now that we're all set, let's jump into our next Explorer. So we're starting Era 2 here. Our first card is a mountain exploration. So unfortunately, I'm not adjacent to a mountain out here, but I am adjacent to a mountain out in the middle, so I will take an Explorer there to get a coin. We'll make some change. 5 singles will get me a 5 back, and then 2 5s will get me a 10 back. Next exploration is 2 desert. For 2 desert, I think we're going to work from our village down here to go 1 2, which will give me another coin. I want to head down. My plan is to head down to this discovery tower down here at the bottom of the map. Our next space is actually going to let us do that because that's the grasslands exploration, which I will go 1 to get a coin and 2 to go down to the desert to the discovery tower down there, which will let me place that. And I'll get another And I'll get another 8 coins because that's the second tower that I've placed. 6, 7, 8. Which I'm already up to 20... I'm already up to 30 coins, so I'm not doing too badly. The goal here is to get 90 coins to win, though. Also, I've met the goal for 2 discovery towers, so that gives me another 10 coins. Which I'll make another round of change. I do have the next Explore card ready, by the way. I haven't flipped it over yet. I'm up to 40 coins, though. So I need to get 3 ruined spaces along the edge of the map. That might be my next order of business. But let's see what we've got here. We've got the Arrow 1 power. So now I get to explore a continuous path of up to 5 desert and or sea spaces. Let's see, with 3 sea spaces, 1, 2, 3, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 3 sea I could come down here, so I think that's what we're going to do. I definitely do want to try to place another village out down here at this, down here in this southern edge of the map. But I think for now, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Ruins gives me the first treasure, I believe, off the top. I will double check that real quick, but that sounds right to me. It's been a little bit since I played this game, but not horribly. Draw a treasure card, okay? I'll give these a quick shuffle on camera as well, just so you guys know I'm not up to any funny business in this game. Come on. There we are. And our first treasure is just get 2 coins. So that brings me up to 42. And then we've got a few more Explore cards left in Era 2, which this is 3 sea spaces. That actually works out very nicely. Which means I can go 1, 2, 3, and then that gives me another ruin space. That's the first one along the border of the map. So now our next treasure is for every 2 villages, get a coin. Is that an immediate or end of game? I think that seems like immediate, but end of the game. Yep, okay. So we'll put that off to the side. Then our next Explore is any 2 spaces. And they have to be adjacent to each other. So I think with that in mind, let's go... The question is, do I gamble here? Do I gamble down here and try to get a... Do I gamble down here and try and hope for a power that lets me explore more down here? Yeah, I think that will be the play here. So we'll place 1, 2, and get 2 more coins. And then our last card down here is the Era 2. So now we get our Era 2 power. I'll put that up there. So our first power that we have to look at is explore 1 mountain space, then explore up to 5 spaces adjacent to this mountain space. Or explore a sea space, then explore up to 3 spaces connected to that in a straight line. Then explore up to 3 connected to it in a straight line. Actually, we probably could work with that, get another... No, we wouldn't be able to get a village down because we would need another desert space down here, another desert or a mountain space way down here. But what I could do Then explore up to 5 spaces adjacent to that mountain space. Let's see. Actually, no. Well, actually, no. This actually works. I will take the power that lets me explore a mountain space and explore up to 5 adjacent spaces. Because what I can do with that is my mountain space can be right here. Actually, the mountain space is going to be right there, which will give me the 2 coins, and then I'll explore up to 5 adjacent. I think I set this up so I do have 5 adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I covered up another 2 coins with that. So now I just need to get 2 more ruin spaces. Also, when I first reveal the 2 card, place the 2 on the left spot of the goal. Right, okay. So the 2 goes where? Right, we said the 2 goes on the left coin spot, so that goes right here. I have completed that already. Right. Okay. So that's the end of the arrow once again. We will actually, before we do that, we do have a mountain village down here. So I'll place that village. Actually, I've got to pick a blank space. So I'll use this space as my village down here to the south. Then all of my explorers return to the supply. That tower needs to stay there. Trying to return all of this. There we go. And then that one comes back as well. Then we get the Era 3 card, since we are in Era 3. Just going to check my phone real quick. Make sure nothing crazy is going on today. Nope. Everything's quiet. Let's see, so if I'm going to get 2 more ruin spaces along the edge of the board, I need to start heading in this direction. Hopefully this village is going to help me with that. That's going to be a hard one to get to, I think, though. But let's see what we can do here. So our first Explorer card for Era 3 is 3 sea spaces. So I think the way we start with that, if we're trying to go in this direction, we use the 3 sea spaces from this village down here and go 1, 2, 3. That way I've got options if I can get onto this desert. Let's see what we've got next. Any 2. Well, that almost makes it too easy. But I will go... Let's see, so that's any 2. Let's see, any 2. So I will go... Let's go 1, 2. That way I've also got options if I can maybe get into this grassland space. But our next card up is Era 3 already, which brings the 3 markers over top of the right spot on the first goal. So right, and that goes here. And then we got to look at 2 more of these for a power. So our first power that we have to choose from is a C space and up to 5 adjacent to that C space. Or 2 mountain and 3 grassland in any order. 2 mountain and 3 grassland in any order. I think that's the power we're going to take. Oop. And I get to take it immediately. So 2 mountain and 3 grassland in any order. So with that, let's go 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, taking a coin for this grassland space. And we need to make change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get a 5 back. Our next Explore card is our Arrow 1 power, so we get to explore a continuous path of up to 5 desert and or sea spaces. Well, I think that makes it fairly easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll resolve the tower first since we covered that. We'll place another tower, and that'll give us 10 coins, because that's our 3rd tower that we've placed. And then this ruined space gives us treasure. That's also our 2nd ruined space at the edge of the map. So our treasure now is another 2 coins straight up. Actually, let's make some change. I do need to keep a single. 5 and 5 is 10, and I'm up to 61 coins now. Okay. And right. We just drew the arrow. We just drew Arrow 1. So our next card up is Arrow 2, which lets me explore a mountain, then up to 5 adjacent spaces. Actually, a mountain up to 5 adjacent. But we have to be adjacent from one of our explorers or the main space down here, or the center village. Let's see, a mountain and 5 adjacent. Well, I think we're going to go coin heavy here. Well, I believe that has to be... I'm going to check this, but I'm pretty sure that we would have to be adjacent to that, adjacent to one of our spaces. You must place each explorer adjacent. Okay. Because I wanted to try to come up here, but that's not going to work. I want to be able to put out as many explorers here as I can, and up to 5 adjacent. I think here we're going to go... Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put this down. Because I definitely want to cover a lot of terrain. So we're going to go 1 down here. And then we'll get a coin for that. And then 5 adjacent. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to take another coin. This way I've also got, well, I was going to say I've got options if I want to go up this way, but I really don't. Well, maybe. We've still got most of our 2s undrawn yet. So let's see what we get here. We get 2 desert. Let's see, 2 desert. I think we're going to go... I think we're going to go 1, 2, mostly for the 2 coins. Unfortunately, I've got no way to get a village out here. Our next card is our 2 grasslands. So right now I'm just exploring for coins, but I am going to, well, yeah, I am exploring for coins predominantly. So let's go 1, 2, taking a single coin. And then our last card is our mountain space. So our mountain exploration is going to be down here to get 2 coins. Oop. Let's see, 3, 5. I was hoping to make some ground up here. Actually, I'd love to see the Era 1 power come up very early, because I could come from, I could explore, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight up the gut to that border, to that ruined space along the edge of the map. But we've got to bring all of our explorers back. We'll get all 9 cards. We'll shuffle all of these up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of Sunday afternoon exploration. Normally I'd be playing normally my Sunday game group would be over here playing Arkham Horror the card game, but group kind of fell apart today, so that's why I'm on here streaming instead. Just giving this a quick shuffle. And a cut, and we are on the last era of the game. So first up we've got 2 desert. So I think we will make that 2 desert. Let's go here and here for 2 coins. Let's see, that's 3, 4, 5. And we'll put in the other 5 to get a 10 back, so I'm up to 20, 40, 60, 70 coins. I need to complete this and find a way to get 10 more coins. But let's see what we've got here. We've got 3 sea spaces. So do I want to commit to going right up the gut here? I think the answer's got to be yes. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We'll do it that way. Then our next explore is any 2. So I think for any 2, we're going to go... Let's see, that's a path of up to 5. So any 2, I think I want to go... I think I want to work on coins right now, so I'll take 3 coins from putting 2 explorers down on that path. Then our next one up is Era 1. So actually this works out perfectly, because now I can go 1, 2... Actually, yeah, that's 5 desert and or sea spaces. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll get the last sea space there that I need for along the edge of the map. Our treasure here will be Every village I have is worth a coin at the end of the game. So we've got, actually that's every coin on, or every village on a mountain. But more importantly, that is 3 ruin spaces along the border of the map. So that gives me 10 coins. And now I've met all 3 goals, so I'm eligible to win the game at this point. Our next card up is 1, 2, and 3. So now the last 2 tokens go out. But now I get to use one of my powers. I actually get to repeat one of my powers. I can choose which one I want to use, though. So let's go with... Let's go with a mountain space and then up to 5. I'm going to look way up at the north. So we're going to put 1 down on this mountain space, and then 5 adjacent ruins. 2, 3, 4, 5. I get a coin for that, but more importantly, I get another ruin space for another treasure. So here I will find... Every discovery tower is worth a coin, and I've been working hard. I've been working those pretty hard in this game. Especially since that was one of our endgame goals. Our next card is the Era 3 power, so I can explore up to 2 mountain and 3 grassland in any order. So I think here we're going to go 1, that's 2 mountain, 3 grassland. So we'll use a mountain, grassland, mountain, grassland, grassland. Okay, so I get 4 coins. I'll put a 1 back, get a 5. That's another discovery tower. So that'll be another 10 coins for me. Which is a 10 spot. I took the 4 coins there already. And I don't quite have enough for a Grasslands Village, but I will when the 2 Grasslands comes up. So that goes there. Our next card up. Speaking of our 2 Grasslands, now if I can't explore Grassland space, I can go anywhere with that, right? Oh no, the 2 Grassland spaces don't have to be adjacent to each other, so never mind about that. So we'll go 1 and 2 for another 2 coins. But more importantly, actually, first I'll make change. That's 5 singles and a 5 is a 10 back. And I get to form a village in this area of grassland. I will put that down right here. Okay. So yeah, things are actually humming along pretty well. Oop. Our next card up is our Era 2 power. So that's a mountain and 5 adjacent. Well, up to 5 adjacent. So I think for that, we will go... Let's see. We will go down here for mountain, coming off the village. 1, 2, coming off the center map. 3, 4, and 5. Since I placed down there, I'm just checking how many coins I get. I get 2 more coins. And I get another village in this mountain area. And then our last card for the game should be our single mountain. And it is. So that will go... We'll put that right here and get 2 coins. Alright, so that is the end of the game, which means we do endgame scoring. So the way we score this... Right, player with the most coins wins. So for every 2 villages I have out, actually I'm going to return the explorers so I can keep an eye on my villages a little bit more easily. So we're going to pretend it's the end of the era, but I'm just doing this to make endgame scoring a little easier. Alright, so for every two villages I have out, which is this card, I get another coin. I had 4 villages out, so that gives me another 2 coins. Which I'll turn 5 of those singles into a 5. Then the next card is for every mountain village, I get a coin. And I had 2 mountain villages, so that's another 2 coins for me. And then every discovery tower I put out is worth another coin. I put down 4. Oh wait, that was actually not a tower, was it? No, that actually does look like tower space. At least that's what we're going to go with here. So for every tower I put down, that is another coin. So that's another 4 coins for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which will make change once again. 5 and 5 is 10. And now I count my coins. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 12. So 112 coins, and at a difficulty of 90, we won the game. So that'll do it for this playthrough of the Guild of Merchant Explorers. I actually really enjoy this game as a sort of palate cleanser, I guess. But it was a bit of a rough day where I bounced as hard as I did off of Skies Above Britain. But this was a good way. Let me just check to make sure the camera's still going. Okay. This is a good way, I think, to kind of take my mind off of that a little bit, where Skies Above Britain is now going to be a game that I'm looking at having leave my collection. So, yeah, nothing I can do about that at this point. But that'll do it for this playthrough. I'm rambling at this point, so let's wrap it up. There will be one more game coming later tonight, but I haven't decided what that game is going to be yet. As for what else is scheduled on the channel, Monday we'll be continuing with Metal Gear Mondays in our playthrough of Metal Gear Solid, the board game, by CMON. Wednesday, we're playing Aeon's End from Indie Boards and Cards. And Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the World of Warcraft New Flavors of Azeroth cookbook as we make the entree, Gnomeregan Nuggets. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.